Now live. Multi-streaming with
Alright. Taking an awful long time here. It's already going to duplicate, ain't it? Jesus. Oh, come on. Already. Jesus. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. You're just automated system. Your whole system sucks. Just keeps doubling up things. Can't believe this game. So buggy. So buggy. Can't believe they haven't tried to patch this yet. Can't believe they haven't tried to patch it. Can't even spawn the ships you want. Nothing playable about Star Citizen yet. Who turned VSync on?
Activating now.
Close star map.
Affirmative.
Take off.
Ascending. Retracting modules. Handing you the con.
Range.
Collecting data.
Jump.
Jumping.
We didn't jump, did we? Are we jumping? Who knows? Wow. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yes, I know I'm not in VR for a change. It's not going to be a habit, believe me. Will not be a habit, something different. And believe you me, it looks different. Can't believe this thing's using 17 gigs. It'll get as high as 20, 21 gigs of RAM.
Heo all.
Yeah, how we doing today? I ought to really set that for on top. I ought to set it for on top.
When you are in VR, is it a large screen you see?
No, it pretty much looks like any other VR game. I mean, there are differences, but no, I don't actually.
Or is it real VR?
Yeah, it's more like a. I mean, there are differences from being. It depends on how you set it up. I can set it up where it looks exactly like a regular VR game. However, I run it in immersive mode so I can look. The trouble with running it in straight full VR is the text to your left and your right you cannot read properly, or you have to edge peek out. In immersive VR, I could actually pan my head when
I
I'm
can't get it to work.
What setting are you using? Did you download the Vorpex cloud profile for Star Citizen? That's the biggest thing people are missing. There's a cloud profile. Go to open up your config, Vorpex config. Go to cloud profiles. Type in Star Citizen, and it will come up with a list of Star Citizen profiles. And make sure you download the one listed for Vorpex patch 20.1.2, whatever it may be, and download it. Import it, whatever they call.
I did that.
Okay, you got that in. Okay, now what's happened when you're trying to load? Do you start Vorpex, right? And then you try to load the game. Whoops.
Yes.
And it just doesn't hook? Or does it... What's it doing after you try to load the game?
It is basically a large screen.
Okay, so it's just a large screen. All right. Can you open the Vorpex menu once you started the game and you're inside? It's usually just the delete key as the default. Once you're inside the game, you hit delete. It should bring up the Vorpex menu.
If look down, I run out of screen instead of seeing my feet.
Okay, that's a head tracking issue. Um, Make sure in the menu, um, you look down, you run out of screen. Make sure in the menu you have three modes. You have cinema mode, you have full VR mode, and you have immersive mode. If you want it more like, it really doesn't matter if the head tracking's right. Uh, Either put it on full VR mode or immersive screen mode. You'll also, it sounds like you're having head tracking limits, so you want to turn your head tracking up. If you're on, I believe if you're in immersive mode, all you have is sensitivity. Turn it up so your head movement transfers to more movement. If it's in full VR mode, I believe it uses a multiplier, and turn it up until when you head track, it head tracks. It shouldn't run, you shouldn't run out of screen. I mean, you should be able to look down all the way. You should be able to look all the way. The only thing you won't be able to do is like when I'm in the cockpit, like I'm in this cockpit, when you're in VR mode, because of Star Citizen, not VorpX, when you turn past 90 degrees either side, that's as much as Star Citizen lets you look left and right. Like this, I can only look left and right 90 degrees. And VR is going to do the same thing. You'll never be able to look behind you when you're in the cockpit. On the ground, you will be. You'll be able to turn completely around on the ground, but in the cockpit, they have it limited. But it sounds like a combination.
Cockpit won't work at all.
When you're moving your head, are you head tracking? Does that make sense? When you're in VR, in Star Citizen, when you're looking left and right, are you head tracking like you would be here? I look right, I track right, I look left, I track left. Is that happening in your headset? Or are you... No, okay, it's a head tracking issue. Hang on here just a second here. Okay. Pull this up.
The screen follows my eyes.
The screen follows your eyes. You do not want screen follows my eyes. It should follow your head movement. Shouldn't have anything to do with your eyes. What's your headset? You're not by chance running the Vive Pro Elite, are you, that has built-in Tobii eye tracking?
You may have to share your after-action file with him.
Hi, Trisk. Long time no see. Yeah, I'm thinking... yeah, that's what I'm thinking here. That you probably need... Here, what I'm going to do here... 5? All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to send you an invite... this will hook you up to my Discord.
First gen.
Okay, it's all right. That'll work. It's not, I mean, they do have a Vive Pro Elite that has Tobii eye tracking built in. I thought maybe you're using it. Okay. Join my Discord channel, and in a private message, send me your email, and I will send you an action maps that will make sure your eye tracking is working. Right. Now it will change your key bindings, so your other key bindings, there's nothing I can do about that, but it will get the head tracking working properly. But yeah, send me a private message in Discord. That way nobody else can see it with your email. Then I will email you a copy and you install the action maps into your config file, whatever it is, wherever it's at. Same place, the same files as the user config stuff is, or you're just going to overwrite one setting. And then make sure you double check your other key bindings, because it'll be key binding the way I got it key binding, and you might like it different. But that's the easiest way I have found to fix this problem when people have it, instead of trying to go through all the options and find out which one it is, which key binding is screwing it up. Permission to land.
Approach protocols engaged.
Close
Yay.
mobile glass.
I am Hodas.
Placing
X56.
glass.
Okay. Where is the marker here?
He can add .old to his original file to
Yes.
save it.
Yes, he can. You're absolutely right, Trisk. And it should pop up as soon as you send me a private tell there. Should prop up on Discord here. I'm keeping an eye on the... Whoa, don't hit that. Damn, it's dark. Keep forgetting I'm not in VR, and I keep looking up to see over my head, and it doesn't work. I haven't played this game without
We had this
VR.
same conversation.
Yes,
LOL.
Yes, we did. And this is the easiest way I know to fix it. Like I say, it's got a setting in there that it has to be just right, or the head tracking won't work right.
Discord is not starting.
Okay, it's not starting. Whoops. You haven't been invited to a server. No, no. Yeah, you should just have to click join. Should. Yeah, if you click the link, it should automatically bring you into the server. Because the server is running. Alright, let me see here. How you been, Trisk? Everything been going good for you? Haven't heard from you in ages. Yeah, it's
Yup, all is well. Been playing X-Plane in VR.
X-Plane is fun. It is definitely fun. I still run. I've been waiting for 2020 at Microsoft to come out, so. But I go in there every now and then to keep some of my skills up. Yeah. But I really want 2020 out. Whoa! Slow down here, dummy.
Me too. 2020 will be the best.
Yes. Power down.
Powering down.
Shouldn't have any trouble him getting into Discord. I know that link's good. Unless he means Discord won't start, his won't start. I don't know. Are you guys friends, Trisk? Because of his, if you are and you have his email, you can send.
I was in Discord an hour ago.
Ah.
Now it won't start.
Wonder why not. They didn't throw out an update, did they?
No. We are not friends.
No, but that invite should put you right into my server. If you click that link, it should put you right into my server because that's an invite. Oh, you're not friends?
Hi,
Okay.
tries.
Yeah. Yeah, let me know if when you get Discord started, because if worse comes to worse, I can just add you to my friends list. And that will allow you access to give me an instant message. But yeah, Discord's got to be running. That's the safest way to for me to get your email so I can send you the action maps. Hello. Okay, this is handgun.
In Discord.
Yes. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, you're in Discord.
Okay, send me a privat message with your email.
Yeah, my spelling sucks. Okay, I got a private message. Yep, this is private. Yes, it is. Nobody else can see that but you and me. Okay. E99. Desktop action maps. Let me make sure I get the right file destination. Ah, come on now.
Why are you not in VR now?
I'm just screwing around with a couple ships is the only reason. I haven't done it not in VR for God so long now. I don't plan on staying here long.
Glitch key?
User. I'm just copying down the path now you need to use. Whoops. And making sure I get it right. Okay. Here it comes. Let's see, where's the send button at? There it is. Okay, Jared, it's on the way. On the way. Probably take a few minutes because I'm streaming at the same time. Yeah, I'm only in here because I just didn't feel like setting it all up, and this is the first time I have not been in VR in God knows how long, and it definitely is different.
I watched and used your tutorial as a setup.
Yeah, and you probably remember me mentioning that sometimes the action maps, it's hard to get the head tracking working right, which, this is his easiest way to fix it.
I must have missed something.
Well, no, because it's the way SIG does things, is what it boils down to. They have so many settings that the mouse interferes with the tracking, and it doesn't work right. And there are so many different settings involved that you have to hunt and peck one at a time and keep messing with them until you get it right. And it's easy just to reset them all at once, and that way it works and you have head tracking. See, they've added so many things with their VJoy and their FOIP and their VoIP, and it's a conglomeration mess. So if you're using anything but the video camera, yeah, this is not working here in the game. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to get set up. Make no mistake. Sometimes you get lucky right off the bat.
No can.
Just not working. Did you get it?
Nom.
Oh, it'll come. Like I say, it can be a little slow, but it definitely sent. Let me double check to make sure. Sent mail.
God.
Yep. There
No
you go.
camera.
No camera, but they still have the settings in the game. Is the trouble. Even though you're not using a camera, it will still mess up your settings.
Got your email.
Okay, just put
Thank
that.
you.
Yep. Try that and then let me know if we have any more issues, because that'll fix the head tracking. Yeah, this terminal's not working. Oh, there it goes. Propulsions and systems, but we have no weapons. Huh.
The server's full. I can't get in.
That's not surprising. They do have a new. Wow, this is terrible here.
I'm going to back out of Star Citizen and jump back in. Because I'm having a weird issue with this. It's got a box around it and it won't let me do anything.
Yeah, this patch is bad, Trisk. It really is. This is the worst patch they have put out in a long time.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back. I got to lift my headset off in order
Yep, I know the
to see
feeling.
the.
It gets aggravating, doesn't it?
Yeah, just a little.
You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage.
Well, I know there's a place to buy ship weapons. Don't know where, but it's here. It's Easy Labs. I am on 5, right? Ah. Hmm. Where the hell's it at? And you will also notice that frame rates in this patch are terrible. They are bad. Come on, where is... I'm sure there was a weapon store here for ship weapons. I'm sure of it. Nope, there we go. Didn't go down the right corner. Oh, come on, weaponry. I think I need to slow this mouse down. God. Go for 215s. It said they were here. There's the 220s. They lied to me, didn't they? That's probably it right there. It's screwed up. Okay, wonderful. Need size 2s. Don't want lasers. Tarantulas are too big. Everything's too big. Wonderful. Okay, I bet you that's it right there. No, that's way too much money. Well, that's size 6, so we know that's not it. Those are Badgers. Well, obviously they're wrong because... Let me double check. All right, let me go open this back up. I might have screwed up. $215 GT 215. That's it right there, but 5 and 4, it says they're here. But they're not here.
I sent you an invite to join a.
Ah, yes, accept.
Yeah.
Accept.
And it said.
Accepted.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't see it. I was tabbed out and looking for, trying to find. It says the guns are here. The gun is here, but it's not here. Or I don't see it anyway. Like I say, so many things are just screwed up. see, 17, 227s, 215s are supposed to be here. And the 220s are here, but the 215s aren't. Unless I'm blind in both eyes. It's a possibility now. I'm not claiming it's not true, so we're just going to have to go over to
You're not in VR, so you're not seeing right.
That could be, because I'll tell you, it's a lot different in here when you're not.
So how do I join? It says join friend. I click on join friend.
You should be, I accept that we should be paired up right now.
No, that's not the party. I mean on online. Now it says can't join, server full. I right click on your name.
What do I do with this file you sent me?
List of can't join or remove from friends or invite to party. And I've already done the invite to party, but whenever I do when it comes up, okay, now it says join friend. I click, okay, now we're going in. Okay.
All right. Yeah, it's a little slow. All right, Jared. Do you see the link? I put Robert Space Industries, and I put the path. I don't know where you have Robert Space Industries. It may be in your C drive. It'll be under program files, but it could be on any drive you have. Follow that link out and put it on the last under. I think it's default. You'll see when you open that file up, you'll notice it has an action maps in there. Rewrite it. Install that one where the old one is, and it'll overwrite.
Tell them to put the dot old on the old one.
You can
the end of it.
You can save your old one by just making a backup. Renaming it.
You can at the end of it where it says dot XML or whatever it is, put dot OLD after it. And it'll rename it, and then he can use the one you sent him. That's what I did anyway, so I could save the old one that I had.
Yeah, if you want to save it, don't overwrite it. Just save it, rename it, and then install the new one.
Now, last time I tried to play this, I couldn't get out of my room.
Yeah, I can say this patch.
Door open, yay!
This patch is not good. Believe you me.
It's still fresh off the press,
Well, it's actually not, but you would think it was just delivered today. That's how bad it runs. You see how much RAM I was using? I'm using 15, 16 gigs of RAM.
Wow.
Yeah, and when I'm in VR, and depending on what I'm doing, it gets over 21. Just the game use itself. So it's not even playable as far as I'm concerned if you only have 16 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, I've got 64. I was planning on doing video editing and stuff, so
you're not going to have
I made sure I got.
Yeah. I have 32, and I have no trouble with 32, but
Yeah, I did overkill.
Yeah. If you have 16, you got a problem.
Yeah.
The game is going to stall and crash on you a lot.
Now, I noticed something the other day. I picked up your channel on YouTube and watched for a couple of minutes. I was getting ready to do something else, and I saw when you were looking around, the screen. I mean, because you show your video in the corner,
right?
And you were looking around, physically looking around, but the wide screen, like your desktop, was not looking around. It was still looking straight ahead.
I might have been tabbed. I might have been tabbed out doing something else. Does that make sense? I might have been in Oculus.
I don't know. Did you set it up that way so it would?
Yeah. If I tab out, it will not affect Star Citizen. Like if I'm in the menu for Oculus, even though I'm looking around at Oculus and it'll show me turning and stuff on the vid, it won't affect Star Citizen at all because I am. You see what I'm saying?
So whenever you're in Star Citizen,
right, I have direct,
in VR and you look around, you're looking around, but your video on the monitor, does it look around also?
Yes.
Okay. Because I made a video. I have a YouTube site, and I just wanted to try to see what it looked like on YouTube. So I recorded my activity in VR.
Right.
And even though it's in 4K, it every time I look around, it looked around. So the video is me looking at all these interesting things
Yeah.
instead of being nice and stable. And I was
Yeah.
wondering if that's something that can happen, or if that's just the way it is.
On pad, but what pad? See, look at this. It's telling me I'm on the pad, but it's not giving me the pad number.
Oh,
Ain't this beautiful? This is just Star Citizen at its finest.
yeah. I know it's alpha, and they put stuff, they make stuff, and they get it to the point of working kinda, and then they go on to something else. When it gets to be beta, all this stuff will probably work great.
I don't know. They got it pretty broke right now. They're going to have to actually
Yeah.
fix something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only 4 pads here, so I'll be able to find the ship probably before they recall it.
Oh,
But,
just trial and error.
Yeah, it's the only thing I can do. And I think I hit it on the first try, believe it or not.
Wow.
Yes, I did. How about that? Got it on the first try.
So where are you?
I'm at CRUL5, but I'm heading to HURL4.
Oh.
Wow, this is dark. Somewhere is a ship notice here that I can get into this ship, and I can't find it. Lights.
And on my
There it is.
channel, on my YouTube channel, I have I'm the only one that actually looks at any of my videos, so I got like 15 or 20 views on most of the things, but the one that was Star Citizen and VR has over 600. I guess everybody's curious as to what.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Lights.
Lights on.
And I still haven't set up voice attack.
Oh, I just couldn't.
I
couldn't
should. It's so cool.
Yeah, I couldn't live without it. Start up.
Yeah.
Acknowledged.
Take off.
Ascending.
Yeah,
Retracting
I
modules.
just could no
Handing
longer
you the
live
comm.
without it. Star map.
Now, can you?
Activating now.
You can't send your folder of already having all these things set up.
Close star map. Yes,
in-
I can, but
Affirmative.
unless you have the HCS pack I have, it's not going to. She's not going to answer. You know how she answers me and tells me she's doing
Right.
something.
Right.
That part
Right.
will not work.
And how do I go about getting that?
Well, you actually have to buy Eden from HCS packs wherever they're at in England. I think they are.
Oh.
Range.
Oh.
But you can make your own.
Collecting data.
Now, why am I obstructed? See, this is the problem. There's no obstruction here, but yet I can't go to where I want to go. Arg. See, there's no other way to get here either. Star map.
Activating
See,
now.
this is a straight line shot. Shouldn't there be no obstruction? Okay, let me try to go out to Damar and come back around. So just a short jump. I don't have all the. Oh, I got refueled. Yeah. Close star map. Let's try this. Close star map. I mean, the commands will work. She just won't answer. And I can't send you the sound files because then they'll.
I think
smack
I did
my
it.
pee-pee.
I will have to go
Right,
into
yeah,
game
that's-
to go
I was
see.
just
There
Thanks
you go.
again.
setting up in
No
the first
problem.
place.
Anytime you have a
It's the
question,
thing
don't
that-
hesitate to ask.
Setting it up in the first place is the problem.
Yes, it is.
Going through all of that,
Yes.
trying to set it up.
Range. Whoops, I'm already ranged.
Collecting
Now I'm not.
data.
Range.
Oh, so that's a
Collecting
toggle.
data.
Some of those things are a toggle.
Yes. Well, that's the way Star Citizen does it. So all I can do is copy start. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
got commands doing one button's doing the same command, so you got to change the timings on it and stuff. Jump.
Jumping.
Now, you can go even though you don't have the sound files. You can make your own. got a sexy girlfriend, you like her voice, you can have her record them, and then those sound files will
And this is
work.
a bad patch as well.
Yeah, I don't have a
Yes.
sexy girlfriend.
Well, hire one. You know what?
I know, I know.
Tell her you don't really need her to be a hooker, but you know.
Yeah, I want you for your voice.
Yep.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but
my commands will work for you. It's just that you won't have the sound files out of them, so
how
she
much
won't
is
answer.
the ACS file?
I think they're about $25 a piece now. I'm not really sure, Tris. I bought this one. I don't know 3 years ago or so.
Oh, okay. And with that, you get the whole thing. Do you have to? Would I have to go in and reassign?
No, you can actually use their commands. I don't like them, but you might. Other people do. Does that make sense? I hate
Yeah.
the way they've done it. It's such a conglomeration of crap for me.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it simple and clean. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
that's why I made my own commands. I just used their sound files, but their command set I just threw out. And that's just because I didn't like them for me. First of all, they're British, if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
So they're wordy. You know what I mean? Instead of just
Yep.
saying, like I say, start up, they gotta say, start your engine. You know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't want. You know,
Yeah.
and that's fine for a lot of people. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't like.
Yeah.
You know, I want simple, concise commands.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I want to
absolutely.
target an enemy. All I have to say is target. I don't want to have to say target nearest enemy. That you know what? Why do I need to say all those words? You know,
Yep.
I know what the command is. So that's why that's why I went in and made my own commands from scratch. So, but that's the difference. But I do use it. I did, I paid for the sound, the pack. So I figured
Yeah.
I might as well use the sound files. It's not like I stole anything. I paid for them.
Yeah.
And it does make it enjoyable to have your computer answer you, you know?
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what that's a big part of it is that
Yeah.
it acknowledges that it's going to do the thing you told it to do.
Right. I mean, if she doesn't answer, it's because she didn't understand your command. It's
Yep.
that simple. If she did it, and now you know whose fault it is if it doesn't work, because
Yeah.
she'll do it a lot of times and Star Citizen ignores it. Well, that's not her fault. That's not the program's fault. That's Star Citizen. It's server lag, desync, whatever it is. So you
Yeah.
have to repeat yourself. But if she answers, you know the command was given.
Okay.
Star map.
Activating now.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one reason I like to get the answer. Close star map.
Did you have to? Well, I guess I did. I bought. Yeah, I bought it. Voice attack.
Yeah, if you're going to use the sound pack, you do, but you can use up to one profile for free. Range.
Yeah, I think I had.
Collecting data.
But it is only a
You're
$10
done.
program.
Yeah, it was on sale for
Yeah.
like $6.95 or
Yeah.
something a couple of years ago, and I thought, well, this might be cool, so I
Yeah.
bought it. It's been
Like I
sitting
said,
there and never used it.
I use it for Star Citizen. I use it in Elite Dangerous. I don't use it in FPS because it's more trouble than it's worth.
Oh yeah.
It works in No Man's Skies too. You can use it in No Man's Sky. Jump.
Now, Elite Dangerous might be a good one because that's got so many buttons you can,
Yes.
and I get so confused,
Yep.
and I've spent time in the game, but I've got absolutely nowhere, and I ran out of gas in the middle of space,
Yep. Like I say,
and I was nowhere. And I said, "Oh, okay, never mind. I'll wait till."
it's very
till I get the
it's complicated, and I quit. I played for a little bit, then I quit, and I played here the last day or two ago for a little bit. Went through the
Yeah.
tutorials again, but that's the first time I've messed with Elite Dangerous in a long time. And
Yeah.
I used all the default when I went in the first time, and that was a mess. So I had to go in and set up my joysticks,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. I mean, once I set everything up, it worked really well. But I'm telling you what, trying to fly with touch controllers, yeah, that's not going to work.
Oh yeah. No, no, no. I tried that. I said, "Oh, this will be cool in VR,"
Yeah,
and I
no,
got in it, started playing. Nope, nope, nope.
yeah,
Not, not gonna happen.
no.
And this Star Citizen, once it's running, will answer all of it. All the flight simulator stuff, all the Elite Dangerous flying in space stuff,
Yep.
all the everything. I mean, once this thing is in like beta, probably will be the
I'm
time.
going to try
It will
Star
answer
Citizen in
all the
VR
questions. It'll
again.
be the
Wish me luck.
most
I wish you luck.
satisfying experience.
Yes. And I also have dual universe. I think you remember probably me telling you that before. And I've been.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it's
Fly
not-
safe
bought
out
into
there.
that one.
It's supposed to go into beta by the middle end of summer, so it'll
Oh,
actually
yeah?
be released in less than 6 months.
Wow.
And I've been having a lot of fun with it. I mean, it doesn't have the detail of everything a Star Citizen has, but
Yeah.
you create everything yourself, even your
Yeah,
ship.
yeah,
So of course you
Yeah.
don't have these fancy, highly detailed ships,
yeah.
but they're still pretty cool. You know what I mean? So I'm going to
Yeah.
give up a little graphics to have playability.
Yeah, yeah. I watched a few videos on YouTube about it just to get a feel for it.
Yeah, they got us all.
Yeah,
under-
like you said, it's all boxy, kind of.
yeah.
Everything's
Yeah,
a
you
cube.
don't
that
have
they're
yeah
putting
you
together.
don't have artists designing things.
Yeah.
So, but for being able to do what they did, probably more like Kerbal Space Program, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Not really, but kind of. But it's
Yeah.
it's really shaping up to be quite going to be interesting. I mean, I play the alphas whenever they come out, and I really enjoyed myself, even if I had
Yeah.
to rack my head to figure out what I had to do. You know what I mean, to make this or that
Yep.
work. And some of the
Yeah.
guys, they've made some of these ships. You would not believe how good they look.
Oh yeah, I've seen that some of them were like an entire space station.
Oh
kinda
yes,
thing.
you can make
It's
space
somebody
station.
good.
Yes, it's just amazing. These guys have really spent some time figuring out how to do this.
Oh yeah.
You know, I just put a couple boxes. I put a converter in here, a gas tank, a couple wings. I made me a hovercraft. That was wasn't pretty, but it worked.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Yeah.
But these guys are all about making them really look nice. Yeah, see frame rates. I'm not even in VR. And I'm only in here in quantum travel. I'm only getting 44, 45.
Wow.
And 3.82, I could pull 70 with not
What
being
is
in
the
VR.
command for? It's a Control F or Shift F to get the FPS on Vorpex.
Alt F.
Alt. Okay.
Alt F. Yeah, like I say, this 43 I'm running right here in quantum travel is probably the most you'll see in VR anywhere.
Yeah.
And it gets down to 20 quite often. Now I can help you out. Turn off ASW, Oculus ASW, and turn it on in VorpX, and turn off fluid sync in VorpX, and that will make it run a little higher frame rate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by
I'm
turning.
not getting too bad. It's a little.
Well,
like
you're.
right now it says 14 game and 32.
Yeah, see, I'm running.
headset.
Even when my game drops down to less than 20, my headset's still pumping out 80, 85 by how I have it set up. And what happens is if you're using an Oculus ASW, first of all, it limits your frame rate to 40. It'll never get above 40, so it automatically throttles it back.
Oh,
And
really?
and then fluid sync. What fluid sync does is try to stabilize it so it doesn't jump from 40 to 20. It'll try to stabilize it at 20. So it also cuts.
That don't look like your Renegade.
It's not. Hi, Demet. So what happens? You turn fluid sync off. It no longer tries to stabilize, so it lets the RP. It lets your frame rates run free. It doesn't try to throttle them. Now, if you got a game that you're running 80 frame rates in, it's great. You know what I mean? But in Star Citizen, where you can't get that kind of frame rate, turning it off actually speeds up your frame rate and actually speeds up your headset because it's not throttling itself.
Now, what do you keep the? Well, you've got a higher end graphics card now.
Well,
What
I
is it?
now have a
2060,
no.
2070?
I'm now running a 5700 XT AMD card that I've had
Oh,
about
okay.
a month, 2 months now. So yeah, it's pretty nice card. I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's much better than my 2060 was.
So when you're doing VR, your screen for the monitor, what do you have it set at a lower resolution?
No, I have it set at 2160 by 1200. Is
Okay.
what I run the screen at, and I can run it at 1440p. It really doesn't make but 2 or 3 difference in frame
Yeah.
rate, but so I'm just trying to squeeze a couple more frame rates out of it because the package.
But it doesn't change your VR experience.
No, not a
As
bit.
far
You
as
can't,
flow and
no,
okay.
can't tell. You cannot. Well, you can't even tell the difference on the screen. Believe it
Yeah.
or not. I mean, the 200 pixels in one direction, you just can't tell the difference. I mean, shit, there's 1,200 pixels. You think you can spot
Yeah.
the extra
Yeah.
200? No. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't tell the difference. So, but I do that. It just allows me to squeeze out 1 or 2 more frames per second. But if this ran as good as now 3.82, I ran it at 1440p all the time, which is the max my Rift S will run. Now you're on an Oculus, you can only run 1200 anyway, so you're actually, you see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I just let
I am
the
buffering. I will
Oculus
chat later.
sets up.
All right,
it's the normal thing, but my screen on my monitor is a 4K monitor, so it's running 4K.
Well,
my
yeah, but your
normal the normal resolution
Yeah.
through the headset is just what its
Right.
normal resolution is.
It's never going to get any better.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
It's. I've been looking. If it wasn't for it being 8 weeks to get a Valve index,
Yeah, and I, you
Yeah,
know
I
what?
would've- I
I,
would've wanted to
actually
run
see. I'd rather have the Cosmos. The trouble is, it has tracking problems because it has inside-out tracking like this Rift S does, and I love it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to towers and have to screw with them damn things.
yeah,
You know, but the trouble with the Cosmos is they say the tracking on it sucks. I've looked it up. I
Yeah.
was thinking about buying one. It has better resolution than the Index, believe it or not.
oh, does it?
Yes, the Cosmos has the highest resolution, and it's quite a bit cheaper. But the trouble is, if the tracking sucks, why do you want it?
Yeah.
You know, they claim it doesn't work very good unless it's in bright sunlight and all this shit. Now, this tracking on my Rift S, I'm telling you what, it's wonderful. I don't care if I'm using the touch controllers. I don't care if I'm gaming. It works perfectly.
Yeah.
But from
Yeah.
everything,
They put a lot of effort into making Oculus does into making the thing work
yeah,
really well. I mean, I'm 2.5 years into using this Oculus Rift
Yeah.
CV1, and it still works great.
yeah.
I mean, I've had no problem at any time with it.
But
So
yeah,
they want
see-
VR to be a success. They got to make sure that the hardware works.
That's right.
And
like I say,
places
I
like
understand.
HP, they don't. They're just trying to jump into the market,
Right.
you know.
And
And
they're just making cheap
You-
crap. Trying to.
sure, yeah,
But now
Yeah.
the Index is a great headset, but you're right, you can't get one. You know, 2 months.
It'll take 2 months to get it.
Yeah, but you can buy a
Dude.
Cosmos right away. Now you can buy a Cosmos now. They added a feature where you can actually hook it up to the towers like the Index works, and
right,
that's fine.
because it's a modular
Right.
setup.
But
yeah.
the trouble is I like now that I've done inside out tracking and it tracks itself. I love it.
Yeah.
It works excellent. I don't want to go
Yeah.
back to having all those cords and towers everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sold on the inside out tracking.
Yeah, that's what I've got. The 3 Oculus.
Yeah,
Um,
and there's nothing wrong
trackers.
with that. But can you imagine? Can you imagine getting rid of them for 6 or 7 months and then having to go back to use them?
I'm just leaving where they are. I mean, I got them.
No, see, I
bolted to the
took
ceiling.
I took all mine down, got rid. Well, and I didn't. I left them up for a long time, but I finally
Yeah.
just took them down because I still got my Rift, of course, You
Yeah.
know, I just and I'm keeping it for a spare. If something happens,
Yeah, yours is still. You had a new one, didn't
yeah,
you?
I had
You
it
had
was
to get a new.
brand new. They
That one's
completely
still in the box.
yep, they
You could get a lot of
completely
money
yep.
on eBay for
Yep, they
that.
completely refurbished, just like brand new, because it had a sound on one of the ears went down, and they fixed it for free, completely refurbished the headset. So I
Yeah.
got a brand new regular Rift,
Uh,
and I thought,
yeah.
well, I probably ought to sell it now that I bought the Rift S, but I'm gonna say, you know what, something could happen, this could go out, and I'm not out of so what the hell? It's already money
Yeah.
spent. It's not like I'm gonna die if I don't have the extra cash.
That's true. That's true.
So that's why I hang on to it.
Yeah.
Is this landing gear going to go down? Landing mode. Probably will.
Ooh.
Landing gear is down.
I'm flying this
And
spaceship and I'm in
locked.
civilian clothes because I was on Microtech. So you're indoors when you get into your spaceship. And I didn't even realize it. I'm sitting here in a
It says the
nice
gear
suit and
down.
tie.
The gear is not down. Landing mode.
The landing gear is
There
down.
it goes. It says the gear's down and it ain't down. I can see it.
You're looking right at it, huh?
Yeah, I'm looking right at it. There ain't no gear down. Come on. I don't care what she says. I'm looking at it. It's not down. Had to do it again. See, that's the case where she did her command, but the game didn't accept it. And the game doesn't accept it. Could be lag, desync. Could be a lot of different reasons. Slow server. Power down.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Like I say, it's just a very bad patch. Okay.
Okay, now I feel better. I'm in the cold suit, just in case.
Yeah, I've got both, but I don't wear them unless I don't have much reason to get out on a planet for a very long time. But unless
Yeah.
I'm hand mining. And you'll find if you run out in your mole, you'll find that you will not find anything to hand mine unless you're in prison or
Uh,
or
I
you're
haven't been in prison yet.
even I went, believe it or not.
You did?
Yes, I
Oh.
did. And you know how I did it? Me and Demented Warlock were in a 600i. I rented, and it
Yeah.
just blew up for no reason. And because he died, and it was my rented
Oh,
ship.
you're the owner of the, yeah.
I got the crime stat, and they put me in prison.
See,
there's
that's the thing about this. They got to have some way of appealing
Yeah.
your sentence. They got to have a court system.
No, there's no
Because
court
it's
system.
something
It's
like
just
that.
you
Yeah,
go to jail.
no, it's just
They
automatic.
they did change it where that supposedly that won't happen anymore. That if somebody dies in your ship, you're not responsible for them unless you actually do the killing. So they did change
Yeah.
that. Thank
Oh,
God.
that's good.
But yeah, I mean that's how I went to prison. There's a
So
short.
did you work your way out?
Yeah, no, well, kind of. I kind of just cheated and logged out and said, "Fuck you." Well, that's because you couldn't work. Nothing was working. It was.
Yeah.
They don't allow you to do that anymore. By the way, you now
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
sure.
spend. You have to spend your time, but nothing was working. The mining tool, the multi tool, wouldn't work, so you couldn't mine.
Oh.
Oh yeah, everything was. I could say this
So you're
patch.
stuck in prison forever until
Yeah.
they fix it.
Yeah, this patch is. So I just logged out. When I logged back in, they let me out. There's a short video of it, by the way, of us blowing up and how it all happened.
Oh, really?
Me going, me
Oh.
being in jail. There is a video. I forget what it's called. Oh, Good Guys Finish Last, I think what I named it. Good Guys Finish Last. Yep, that's what I named it.
Well, I'll have to look at it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I say. Me getting shot, me taking on all the security. Because but see, we died, so you automatically got respawned at Lorville. As soon as I come out of the habitat area, all the guards are trying to kill me, so I'm sneaking by them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's quite humorous. I had fun. I hate to say it, but it was really quite fun, even though the prison shit sucked. But I ain't been since, and I have no plan on going back.
Yeah, you should be a good boy.
Being a
Want to
good
be a
boy.
two-time loser.
Yeah, I don't want to be a two-time loser. But yeah, that's how you go to jail. Something happens and you get the crime stat. That's how it happened to me, or I would have never. I don't do the criminal thing. I just don't think it's fun shooting
Yeah,
people in the
yeah,
back.
neither do I.
I don't have fun shooting people in the back. So okay, so there's supposed to be a place here to buy ship weapons, and I sure don't see it. Oh well, it's here somewhere, I'm sure. Just not looking in the right spot. I haven't found the food courts either, come to think of it. That's probably the area where.
Yeah, there was some discussion. I think it was Nubify or one of those guys was talking about how him and his org were talking about the food stuff, and there was some of
Yeah.
them thought that you should be, even if you log out, your food meter should continue to drop.
Yeah, they want to
That means
play.
if you don't play for a week,
You're dead.
and log on, you die.
You die.
What's the
You
point?
see, they want. This shouldn't be a survival game, as far as I'm
No.
concerned. I think that whole mechanic's a bunch of shit. And just
Yeah,
wait till
I'm
you
not
have to
crazy
start
about it.
buying shit, and you will. And there's only a few places you can buy food that you can stow. Only a
Yeah.
few, and the only one I know of right now is Loreville at Tammany and Sons. You can buy MREs. All right,
Oh, really?
but the rest of it you can't store it. And it's a pain in the ass to store it, too, because the mechanic, like everything else they do, is badly implemented. That's typical Star Citizen. They just don't do things
Yep.
right. They are too
Yeah,
busy,
Yeah.
I've never seen a game
Having
company.
ship
There we go. It's badly implemented. So it makes it a pain in the ass. Yep. See, these kiosks are taking forever to come up. Like I say, this patch is really bad. What are you gonna do? Well, there they are. Can I buy two of them? Or are you gonna make me buy one? I can buy two. Confirm. I forgot to look to see if they don't have. I do need Platinum Bay. Maybe they sell the Mirage and the FR-76 shields here for this ship. Here I'm spending all this damn money. Where's Platinum Bay? Platinum Bay. Dun dun dun. Yeah, these kiosks are taking forever to come up.
Oh, yeah.
And believe me, this game don't look nothing alike what in VR. I'm sorry. Let's see what we got.
I know. I think about playing, and I thought, well, no, I got to get the headset on. I don't think about playing flat screen.
No,
It just
it's not
it
near.
doesn't
It's
look-
not near. It's just not near as fun. Let's be realistic. You just don't have
we're spoiled.
and that's exactly what it is. Okay, I can put
Yeah, we're
I
spoiled.
bet an FR-66 would be better than a Palisade.
I had the Reliant Core, the MISC Reliant. I
Uh-huh.
had the Core version, and it was like a little cargo,
Right.
but I never used it for cargo, so I upgraded it to a Tana, which has 2 beds,
Right.
weapon storage, and personal storage.
Right.
And
Probably
that's
a-
what I was looking
probably a
for.
smart
Yeah,
idea.
it's just because it's got a great view out the cockpit.
Yeah. And now
This is
now
my-
you can log out in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have a bed, you can log out. Although my Avenger you can log out in too, but it doesn't do you any good because you're going to die as soon as you do.
Hi
And you-
again.
Hello. Did you get it fixed? Ba, ba, ba. Do Do I have to resummon this? If I do, that's okay. Well, it's still out on the pad. I want to store it. That way I can put the gear on it. Ha ha. There we go.
It is better but not fixed.
Okay, but is your head tracking trying to work? Now it's just a matter of adjusting the sensitivity and stuff.
Yeah, you got a website.
I steer
you
with
need
my
to
head now.
Put that file on your website.
Okay, you steer with your head. Okay, what you're watching my stream, right? Okay, I am going to show you how to turn that off. Whoops. Okay, we're going to go in here to options. See this? And we're going to go to key bindings, mouse. Only we're going to go to advanced. And we're going to go flight movement and pitch up, pitch down, pitch, all this stuff. You will have a mouse bound here somewhere. Unbind the mouse to your controls. Because it'll be either pitch up or to be on pitch and yaw, you'll have the mouse bound to it. Okay, to the X and Y axes. All you want to do is highlight them and right click and it'll unbind them. That's what's happening. You are steering the ship instead of looking around.
Okay.
And that's how to fix that. And then you will no longer be steering your ship with your head tracking. Now you can actually do that if you want to, but it's
Yeah, I wouldn't want to.
I wouldn't want to, but you actually can
No.
if you want to fly with your head, But yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to unbind the mouse to your flight movement.
Some people don't have joysticks,
No, they don't.
and they'll just use their mouse and keyboard. And
Yes.
I couldn't. Nope.
I
nope.
could not play.
Nope.
I could
Nope.
not play this game without joysticks.
Yeah.
Secure high.
It is still a giant screen. And if I
What
look
kind of
down,
joystick do you
I
have?
run out of screen.
Okay, still a giant screen. Should not. Okay, you want to adjust your. You want to adjust how far. You should not be able to see the edge of your screen if you set it up in full VR mode. You want to. You have on the first page of your Vorpex menu. Open up advanced settings. It'll say advanced settings or more settings or something like that. Open that up and you'll have image zoom, and you want to bring in your zoom until you cannot see the edges of your screen. Just like in VR, you can't see nothing but what's in front of you. I wonder why I have a FR76 available. Huh, wonder when I bought it.
I did that.
Okay, now how's it look? Now when you look around, you should just be looking around. Just like if you were looking left and right with your mouse, that's all you should see. You should not see the edges of your screen. You should be able to look completely around, totally. Now, if your head tracking is not moving fast enough or not moving enough, you want to turn the sensitivity up. I think it's sensitivity in full VR.
But I turn my head and the giant screen, it's still there.
Okay, hit the delete key, and at the very top, tell me whether you're in immersive mode or full VR mode.
Nope. I run out OS screen.
Can't run out of screen. Should never run out of screen. Okay, hit the delete key, looking into your headset.
Immersive.
Immersive, okay. Switch it. Switch the arrow to full VR. See, it has a switch there, left and right arrow. Switch it back to it says full VR. And now use the zoom feature on the same page.
I will go back in to try that.
Yeah, and then use the zoom feature on the same page to bring your screen in and out until you can't see the edge of it. You won't see a giant screen. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break here, Trisk.
Okay.
And I'll be right back. I'm not logging
Yep.
out. I'm just be right back.
Yep.
Last time it froze the screen to my eyes or head.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, there he is. Oh, nope, you're close though. 785 meters away.
Yeah, I just landed.
Now, did I put everything on this thing?
They didn't fix the refuel and stuff, did they?
You know what? Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Uh, Unfortunately, yeah. They claimed it was fixed, but that was a lie.
It was fixed on Port Olisar or
You know,
something, not everywhere
okay.
else.
M4A laser cannons. Well, where is my Scorpion GT250s? Okay, now I have 3 gimbaled weapons on this Gladius. Now I think, Demented Warlock and Liger and I are going to go in and try to get Liger opened up so he can purchase the pirate package. I don't know. Consists of a Gladius pirate, which I'm using right now, and a caterpillar pirate.
Oh.
And if you're interested in doing it, it's it's Arena Commander.
Okay.
You have to
Yeah,
do it.
no.
You have to do it in. What is it? You have to do it in. You have to do it in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Now, see, I need water. Now I've been on long enough. I need water. So we probably ought to. You don't know where to buy it yet, and that's Lorville's the best place to get both food and water. Now you can buy food here. You can buy water just about everywhere, even at Olisar. Believe it or not, there's one place in Olisar you can get water. But food, if you want MREs, the only place I have found them is in Lorville at Tammany and Sons.
Oh, okay.
So, and sometimes it shows up in your inventory. I should actually have some in my inventory right now, but I bet I don't. No, it says inventory is empty. But I did reset my account yesterday, and I reset my account and it did absolutely nothing except made me remake my character. That's all it did. Now, Dominic had to do it because he was invisible.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, and he reset it. It took his 2 million credits that he's earned.
Wow.
But it did not take my credits. It did not take nothing.
Huh.
And it didn't fix nothing either. So, yeah. Pretty much a waste of my time. Ain't nothing back here but the habitats.
Yeah, where's
What are we looking for?
Oh, there you are. I was looking for the food court.
Okay, that's let's see, we have to go up a stairs.
Okay.
Let's see, go back the other direction where the Yeah, see, I'm only, even not being in VR, I'm only getting 36 frames per second in this game now. And I'm not in VR.
Oh. Mine's saying headset 40, 41, 42.
Yeah, but see, we can get that up to 80. Or 90 in your case. But I can get, mine's runs 85 or so. Which we can get yours doing the same thing. Let me see. We want to go upstairs. Go upstairs, I think. Nope. Nope. Wrong way. Wrong way. This ladder over here, I think. This one. Okay, here's admin. We go around the corner here. As soon as this guy gets out of my way. Nope. Whoop. Still got it screwed up. Well, god damn it, we're on the other side. And and I hate to say be the ones that tell you this, but every one of these is different.
Oh, I know. I know.
And this one I haven't spent a whole lot of time in, so. Oh, here we go. Hot dogs. Here's hot dogs.
Yeah, it's weird. The hamburgers will do something for you, but like a bologna sandwich won't.
No. And this will do something, but the trouble is you have to eat it here. You cannot store a hot dog in your inventory.
Oh,
That's where they got you.
okay.
Now, the cans of pop over there, you can store that. You pick one up, and it will store it. And you can only buy one at a time. You can't buy a 6-pack of water.
Go for
Yeah, you know, you
go,
got.
go.
Yeah, they talk about a time sink. You got to do everything one at a time. It's very aggravating. And it takes forever for it to finally pick up the hot dog or the bottle of water, you probably notice. And then you just kind of.
And I've got to take my helmet off too.
And you have to take your helmet off to eat.
They don't have like a little feeding tube.
No, that's what I'm saying. You know what?
I need a feeding tube.
The astronauts in space don't have to take their helmets off to eat.
Yeah.
You know, but here we do. So, what can I say?
Plus this outfit
Yes.
it covers up the
The mobile glass, heavy armor does
Yeah.
that. Yes.
yeah.
Now you know why I'm not wearing heavy armor. I wear medium for that reason. Although I have both the cold weather and hot weather suit, I just don't use them. But
Do they have a button for
what you want to do is hit your F key, and then can you left click on your mouse? Left click your mouse, and you'll see a wheel, a radio menu, and you'll see where it says helmet unequip. And you can bind that to a key or to a joystick or whatever you want to bind it to. It is a lot. You are allowed to bind them.
Oh, I clicked in the right spot.
Yeah.
Now, where's my hot dog? Probably sitting on the floor somewhere.
You probably lost your hot dog because you got out of the menu because it's Star Citizen.
Oh,
So you'll have to
no.
buy. You'll have to buy.
I
another
gotta
one.
buy another hot. I'm looking
gotta-
around on the floor.
I'll
Somebody
tell you.
grabbed it up.
Somebody grabbed it, but you'll have to buy another one. And you don't have to eat too often, but you will use quite a bit of water. And that's really not all that bad, but like I say, the like everything else they do is kind of clunky. You know, it's just not
Yeah.
implemented real well. Is the trouble.
All right, I ate. Now I gotta find there's a drinks. I'm doing this just for the sake of making sure.
Yep.
See, if I drink this too fast, will it make me have to go pee?
No, not yet, but it will. Don't think it won't in the future. I'm telling you what. You know it's going to
Yeah.
happen. Now, if you
Yeah,
want
they
to
don't
drink,
cook
if you want,
Cutlets and a cutlet for nothing, huh?
Yeah. you know that's they're working on it. So, you know he's put bathrooms in for a reason.
So if the hot dogs aren't cooked enough, I'll have to run to the bathroom real
Yeah,
quick and
you know that it's going to be a problem.
drop trow and go for it.
And you notice they just throw the shit on the ground afterwards because let's be trashy.
I
At least
mean,
it
this
disappears.
is, might as well. Unless we're going to get a crime stat for it, which they may
No,
do that too at some point, huh?
At some point, we'll probably get fined for littering, yes. But you can't throw it away. The trash cans don't work. I've tried. I have tried.
Wow. Well, you're trying to do it right. I drank all of mine and my can disappeared.
Now they are. But I wouldn't be surprised somewhere in the future. We have to we have to throw them away, or we get a crime stat. I'm telling you, you know how,
That would
you know.
suck so bad. There's probably a
I think,
fine associated
yeah,
with it.
I
And then
think,
if you don't pay your fine, then you get a crime stat.
yeah. Like I say, this whole survival shit they put in here when they claimed they weren't going to do it. You know, they said for
Well, I
years
know.
we're not going to have survival, but guess what?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we got it.
Yeah.
They lied.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like a woman. They change their mind.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You're a woman. Look at you.
Hey, don't be making fun of me. Oh, did I put my helmet back on?
Yeah.
Nope, I got my helmet back on. Hey, I look
So
good. I look good in my gold outfit. What are you talking about?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If it wasn't for that gruff voice.
Yeah, it
I don't
fooled
know.
everybody. It fooled everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good whenever the voice thing starts working and they come over and start hitting on you.
Oh
You
no,
tell them
no!
to
Well,
buzz off.
I'm gonna have to put a sign on. You know? Yeah, no. I am not playing that game.
Trans space guy.
Yeah, just because I like looking at my own ass doesn't mean I want everybody else to.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to. I don't want nobody else looking.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
That's the way I look at it. Okay, let's see here. I think that's got the food. And some stations have a bunch of places to eat. Some have a little one or two. You know, Jesus.
Oh yeah, Microtech has got that big
Yep.
lounge place,
Yep.
and then all those spots all over the side.
But I don't know what we're supposed to do with that lounge. What is they put that in there so people can role play that they're dancing? Come on.
I guess
I don't know what else it could be for. You know what I mean?
You can't even go up to the roof part where you can look out the big
No.
window of the dome.
Like I say,
You can't
so
go up there.
I don't know what the whole deal of it is. I just, Now,
Well, I think that's what they do in an alpha is they build these features and they try them out.
yeah.
And
well,
because it's the playable alpha, we get to try them out for a long time.
they need to get rid of this food and eating crap.
Yeah, I'm
But
not
they're not
crazy
going to.
about the
No,
idea.
it's I don't know anybody that is except the diehard role players. I don't understand. It's a game, for God's sakes. I don't want it to be real life. I want to play a game.
Yeah, how are they generating gravity on a space station?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know. If it's real life, then they gotta come up with a technology that we can understand.
No, they just like I say, I don't know. But I know they swore for years there would be no survival mechanics, and yet we have them.
Oh yeah, I watched a YouTube video where somebody showed Chris Roberts saying that.
Yeah. But yet,
That they
here
weren't
we
gonna-
are. Yep,
they're-
yep.
They're not going to do eating. You're not going to die, and here you
Nope.
do.
And
If you
here
don't eat, you
exactly
die.
what they put in. It's exactly what
Yeah.
happens. If you don't eat, you don't drink, you die.
Yeah.
And they want to add the mechanic that if you don't eat and if you log out for a week, you're going to come back dead. No.
Yeah, that's what these guys in this org, I think it was Nubifire and his org were talking about it, and that's what they some of them came up with. Some of them said if you're in an area, like if you're in your ship and there's food in the ship, that it shouldn't start counting down your food stuff.
Well, the thing
Just
about it
because you're
is,
in the area
so many,
and not whether you eat or not.
yeah, so many of these ships have food and stuff in them, but you can't use it.
I know. See, that's another thing. They need to empty out all the shelves
Yes.
and put a label on them. This is for food.
Yeah.
This is for drink. This is for medicine.
Like I say.
And then let you go and buy stuff and
Yep.
stock it yourself.
Yeah, but you know
And
what?
then-
That would make sense.
My carrick will be a larder, as they say in Great Britain.
Yeah.
It'll be a food storage place, and I can go eat when I want, drink
But you
when
know
I
what?
want.
We can't even put our equipment in there. How are we going to put food and water?
That's right. It's
So,
not
yeah.
a game mechanic yet.
No. So, yeah. And what?
Hey, guess what?
What?
I bought a drone.
A drone. You bought one.
Yeah, I bought a Karma, a GoPro Karma
Mm-hmm.
on eBay. It
And
was
now you can take
$250.
and now you can take pictures of everybody.
Yeah,
You become a voyeur.
yeah. Oh, I already am.
Oh, already.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
got
You're in New Orleans. I can see you having your drone flying over everybody's pool.
Oh, no. If I was in New Orleans, I wouldn't be able to do a drone. They'd arrest me.
Oh, wouldn't they?
No, I live over on the west side of Louisiana.
Ah.
But I had bought a Hero Black, the GoPro Hero 7 Black,
Uh huh.
a couple of weeks ago, and I used it. I videotaped a rainstorm that was going on one day, and then the next day, when I got up, a tree had fallen down across the road.
Uh
I mean,
huh.
it was from one side of the road to the other, big oak tree. So I went and videotaped that. And then whenever they came by to clean it, cut it up, I videotaped all that and put it up on my on my YouTube
There you go.
channel, all in 4K. And I got to thinking, this would be a really cool thing to have, because I used to work in television shooting video, and I've done production stuff, making commercials and shooting weddings and all that. And I haven't done it for years, but I like doing that. So I said, all right, I'll just get the GoPro. And I went and shot that stuff. And I thought, wow, this would be cool to have a drone. And I started looking online, and they're anywhere from $400 to $1,000 for the GoPro Karma drone. And I saw one guy had one for $250, and it was missing some things that I already had bought. That handle, it's a Steadicam handle for the GoPro, and it was missing that. And I thought, well, I've already got it, for $250. Everybody else was $400 or more. And I asked him, I said, well, is everything working? And he said, yeah, it's working fine. He said he had just flying it like 2 days before.
Yeah.
And so I said, all right. So I put in my bid and bought it. And it's on it. Should be here next week sometime. So.
Oh, you haven't got a chance to crash it yet. Is that what you're saying?
Not yet. I have never flown a drone before in my life.
I understand
so I don't know.
I understand they're tricky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They've got a little on the control. It has a little flight simulator for you to practice how to fly before you actually fly it.
And you probably
So,
ought to practice.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. The many times I've crashed one of these ships in Star Citizen, I'm definitely going to have to practice doing the drone.
I understand they can be a little tricky. I mean, until you get used to them,
Yep.
They can be a little tricky. I've never flown one myself either, so.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be a cool thing, and I said, all right, I get, I'm collecting unemployment plus the stimulus check, and so I'm getting pretty good money. I'm actually making more money on unemployment than I was making. I get as much on 1 week of unemployment that I used to get a month working at this part-time job.
That's what Domenic says. His paycheck increased. He doesn't want to go back to work.
Well, yeah, see, that's the problem, though. If you decide that you don't want to go back to work.
If they call you back, you have no choice.
That's right. The unemployment will stop paying you.
Yeah, but as long as they don't call you back, you can draw it until it runs out.
Yeah, which is exactly what I'm going to do is till they call me back.
Well, yeah, and you're not going to go looking for a job in the meantime.
No, I'm 66 years old. There's no way I'm going to go out there and risk my life just so I can be a stand in line at Walmart and check people in or check people out or some nothing job.
I can't believe they did that. They made it so you make more money on unemployment than you do working. Tell me that makes sense.
It's all right with me.
Well, yeah,
every day in the news, you see all these people.
I am sorry I wasn't working.
All the time, these people, they've lost their job. They got no money coming in. They've got no food, no rent money. They got all of this stuff, And I'm looking at that and saying, man, I applied for unemployment. I was actually furloughed on Friday the 13th, March the 13th. That was a Friday. So that was not a bad day for me. That was a good day.
Yep, wasn't a bad day
Because
at all.
the following Monday, I applied for unemployment. And by the time I got it, the Congress had said, here, you got to get another $600 a week.
Yeah.
And I said, thank you very much.
Thank you very
So
much.
and I own my house, so I don't have to pay a rent or anything. So I just sit back and collect my plus
Hello
Social
again.
Security.
Hey, Jarrett, what'd you find out? I hate that they delay these streams.
Oh, he's not in Discord. Couldn't get Discord going.
No, he was, but he's not using a mic, so he's typing.
Oh.
Yeah, they delay the stream.
You fixed it.
It fixed it?
Yay.
Good. Glad to hear it.
So he can look around now. Huh?
Yep, he got it working.
Awesome. That was like I was a deal breaker for me. I tried it when I first tried it, and I was looking around. And I couldn't look when I was in the ship. I just stopped using VR until I talked to you.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, oh, okay, get that file, and then undo the mouse view stuff.
Yeah.
And boom, I'm looking around in my ship, and
I'm
you
a
get
little
to
sick
see
from
everything.
buzzing the surface.
And now it becomes
Too cool.
I'm spoiled.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Once you play this game in VR, you get it working, and there's tricks and there's tweaks and tricks you get to get the frame rates up. But once you play it in VR, you're never going to go back to wanting to play on a monitor.
Yeah, I would debate. I said, well, no, I want to play Star Citizen, and okay, that means I've got to get the VR stuff going. I got to start Vortex. I got to go through all of that. And because I was not going to play it on the flat screen.
Yeah, it's just it's not the same. Here I've been doing it. I haven't done it for ages, and it is just not the same. I'm sorry. People can say what they want.
I tried it when they first put it in. When it was, because I'm in the concierge. I got to do the when Evocati was doing it, or just after in the first wave. I guess after Evocati was doing it, so I got to see 3.9 early, but I did it in the flat screen and looking around and all, and then I tried it in VR, and it was terrible because of the frame rate was they hadn't have it optimized yet.
It still hasn't,
and it was just no. Oh, it was worse than this in the test. PTU was terrible.
Oh, we're not in New Babbage. Trust me, it's bad there.
Oh yeah,
it's still bad.
Yeah, well, I just left New Babbage, and
a little better.
I was looking around; it was doing good. I'm actually getting better frame rate right here, but it's not having to draw all the distance stuff like you got all these weather effects and the snow and all that stuff that's going on at New Babbage.
Right.
But yeah, get my ship. That's why I've got that Reliant Tana. I had the core because that's one of that and the Prospector are the two best. And now that I've got the big Carrack has really good view out the window too.
Yep.
So those three ships are the best view out the window. And if you're going to do VR, that's what you need.
Except in your Prospector, you don't have the Prospector. I don't know if the core does it. Do you have a Prospector?
Oh yeah, I got a Prospector.
Oh well, when you get into it the first time, will be introduced to the dick. They put all these big reflections on the canopies. See, that's one of their big features. Well, the reflection in a Prospector is a dick. Trust me, dick and balls.
I'm gonna have to look.
You load that ship and you look down, and there is a big dick in the middle of your canopy.
Oh no!
Oh yes! Oh yes!
Those guys.
I made a video about that, and I said, "Who designed this?" Oh yes. Yep. Yep. There's a video on my YouTube.
They went from hanging out in their little cubicles at work to hanging out there cubicles at home, and
That's right.
they
I
get all
just,
perverted.
but it's. I mean, you make no mistake about it. It's a dick.
I will have to look next time I get in that
Yeah.
prospector.
I
It's
don't
not.
know.
It's not in the mole, is it?
No, because you don't have that circular canopy.
Oh, the curved. Yeah, that's right. The curved screen.
But see
And
what
it's not.
now?
I haven't noticed it in Reliant either.
Well, because you don't have overhead panels in the Reliant. You know, in the Prospect,
yeah, there is.
you
It's
have all that
overhead.
overhead control stuff. Soon as you start your ship up and turn it on, here comes the dick. Now, when you turn your ship off, it's not there because there's no reflection for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But as soon as you turn your ship
It's a
on,
reflection off of the
all the
off
lights,
control?
yes, off all the lights,
Oh,
and
okay.
I mean that's just they're really proud of their reflections.
Wow.
Like I say, who the hell designed this? And you cannot tell me that nobody noticed it when they were.
Oh, I'm sure they
You know,
did. Yeah,
Yeah, ain't no way.
they probably did it that way on purpose.
That's what I think. I think they're a bunch of perverts, just like flopping their dicks. Because that's what, and you'll make no mistake about it. It won't be. It's not a matter of well, it could be a dick. You're going to have no doubt it's a dick.
Okay,
I mean,
I'll have
if
to
they
look.
didn't
I'll
design
definitely
that way, I don't know how they could have got it so perfect. I really don't. I don't know how, because it sure looks like by intention to me.
Wow.
Now, every time I get in my prospector now, that's the first thing I notice is a dick.
Well, yeah, you're a girl. What do you
I'm
expect?
not a girl, and I'm, and then I made fun.
Well, you
I took
look
it
like
out.
one from
I took it.
here.
I took it out mining. I took it out mining, and I told everybody it was pointing away. That's my new scanning device. It's pointing away.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Ain't it awful?
Yeah, I'll have to look the next time I
Yeah,
get.
there's a couple.
Go
There's
do
a
some
couple
mining.
short videos, and they're not very long, 10, 15 minutes. They're short ones. But yeah, there's some humorous ones in there that I made purposely, just to make fun of CIG.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah. I'll have to go look on.
I
your,
figured they deserve
your
it. If they're going to
YouTube.
put stuff like that in the game, they deserve it. That's all the way
Yep.
I look at it. They deserve it.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure they don't appreciate it, but I don't really care.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like they're gonna stop you from playing just because you
Yep.
don't
Just
like
'cause I-
looking at a dick.
Just because I told the truth. Now, it's not like I'm lying. You know what? I'm not making
Yeah.
things up. You know, I am not like some of these guys. They make things up and all this stuff. This is not. This is not fake news.
There it is. Yeah, it's right there for everybody to see.
Yep, everybody can see it. Yep, that's just so they won't. They can't deny it. And it is funny. I mean, some people don't see the humor in it, you know, but I think it's hilarious as hell.
Oh, now it's been there all along, right?
No, just since
Oh,
this
it's
patch.
a recent.
Yeah, when they patched.
Oh,
Yeah, the reflect. Oh yeah, the reflections in the prospector can get so bad you cannot see out of your canopy.
oh, right.
But the dick never goes away.
Jeez.
It's always there. As soon as you turn the ship on, you
My
can't
mic
get
doesn't
rid of it.
seem to work in here.
All right. I'll definitely have
It should work. Why wouldn't your mic work? Why wouldn't his mic work in here?
to look. What on the?
My frowning
just-
face.
You have to
on
go into
Discord.
settings. You're talking about
On
in,
Discord, I guess. Oh,
Discord.
Yeah, in Discord it should work. I mean, I don't have anybody.
I hear somebody else's voice. Is that you
that's,
echoing? Or?
no, that's probably Jarrett. The
okay.
trouble is you're hearing Kiri's Microsoft voice or whatever it is instead of his voice because
Oh,
it's using text to speech or Restream is. But he should
Oh.
just be able to speak. It
yeah.
should
If he's
have,
got the headset on,
yeah, it should.
the Vive has a microphone, doesn't it? HTC Vive.
Yeah, well, or
The
however you
original
do it.
one?
Oh, you're not in the voice channel, Jarrett. Enter the voice channel is what it is.
And
It's
then he's
all
going to
me.
have to go into settings too, probably, and change it
Yeah,
to.
just no, just Just click. Oh, I don't know. Just enter, see where it says general, and see where Trisk and I are at. Just click on general there, and it should put you in the voice chat, so you can speak instead of type.
Hey,
There you go. That's
Oh,
it.
congratulations.
it's all me, guys. It's all me.
All yours
Oh,
this
cool.
time. Can't blame nobody but yourself, huh? Yeah, you was on the server, but you weren't in the general chat, so that's why we couldn't hear you talking.
What's with the echo?
I have no idea
I
what
don't
the
know.
echo.
I get that echo from him too often.
It's echoing. I wonder if I have some one of the sounds over. I can't hear it, so hang on a second here. Let me make sure everything else is muted. Yeah, that's muted. That's muted. I don't know what the echo's for. Should be no
Every
echo.
once in a while, I hear like it's a room kind of or a cave kind of echo, but not all the time.
Huh. I have no idea.
I
Like
shut it
comes and
off.
goes.
Oh, no, it's still there. Hang on.
Yeah, I don't know where the echo would be coming from. Sometimes I will forget to mute the open Twitch channel or open YouTube channel, and it'll echo. You know, it'll pick it up.
Oh, right.
But
If you have the
yeah, they're both
if you have
muted.
the sound on
Right.
on the browser or something.
But I do have them both muted. Yep. So it shouldn't be doing that. So I don't know where an echo would be coming from. And there's nothing else open that should record sound.
Yeah, and I thought because I was standing next to you that might have been coming through with a voice
It's okay.
from Star Citizen.
I will type.
But
Oh, yours was working just fine. I mean, we could hear you just fine. I don't know why I was echoing. I don't know why I am echoing. I'll have to look into that. I do have the Oculus running, but being I don't have VorpX, I can't just put the headset on. But it shouldn't be picking up. Shouldn't be picking up the Oculus. Should not.
it might be.
It might be. It might be coming from the speaker in Oculus. You never know.
Or it could be just picking up a delayed voice from retransmitting it from the Oculus.
Right, could be so. But normally I don't have this headset turned on because I am actually. I don't have normally if I'm on the flat screen I never have the Oculus running, but it is running at this time. It is on, so that's possible where it's coming from.
So he's getting on. He's getting through. He's not using Oculus because he's got a Vive. He's using
It's the same. Works the same.
Steam.
Way. Yeah, Steam. You have to go through. You have to have Steam VR on. I understand.
PT happened with my buddy and I as well.
Really? Yeah, so I don't know. Like I say, it may be the Oculus because I have it running. It's hanging here off the end of my desk, or I got a hanger here, you know, that I hang it on.
Yeah.
So it's not far away. So yeah, it could pick me up.
And it's just retransmitting your voice
It's
with a
possible.
delay because it's the distance between where you are and the Oculus and then
Right.
whatever latency.
Like I said, I normally don't have both headsets on at the same time. I normally don't.
Yeah.
But yes, that may be the case because I do have Oculus running. And like I said, I could just slip it on, but I can't start VorpX once I'm already in the game.
Right, because VorpX, yeah, you'd have to put
it's got a
VorpX
hook.
and then relaunch
Yep.
the game. And
So my guess that's probably where it is coming from.
so he came in and then he left.
Anyway. Thanks guys. I will finally
Jared?
be able to play in VR.
Yes, and anytime you have, anytime you have any questions, you want something better or not as good or whatever, just drop a message on one of the YouTube videos. Doesn't make any difference which one. Or if you catch me in game, just holler and I'll help you work you through it. It's a lot of fun. Once you get started playing in VR, I like I say, It's just so immersive, and like you say, going over the ground at fast speed is really a lot of fun in VR.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My most watched, like I said, my all the other videos I got 15, 20 views because it's just me looking at them. But the one that's Star Citizen in VR, it's got like 647 views,
Like I say, I
and
know
that wasn't me.
everybody tells everybody it's impossible. You know what? Well, it's not impossible.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
gotta figure out how
It
to
will
do
make
it.
good vids.
Yes,
Yeah,
it'll make
yeah,
great
and
vids.
I put in the description exactly how I accomplish it too,
Yep.
so that they will know.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know for how long people tell me you can't run Star Citizen in VR. Well, yes, you can. Just because you
Yeah,
don't know
I
how.
tell the guy
Just
I was
because.
in VR
And he's
and
arguing.
saying that I was in VR, and the guy was
Calling
arguing
you a
with me
liar.
saying, "No, it's impossible.
Yep.
Star Citizen doesn't support VR."
Yeah,
That's
well.
why I'm sitting here in it right
Yeah,
now.
that's right.
Jeez.
That's what people do. They deny. They're deniers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all about their opinion, not
Yep.
about the truth.
Like I say, I'm shooting videos. I have a camera. You can see me in VR using it, and you guys will still argue with me. You're not in VR. This is fake.
Yeah.
I've been told
Yeah.
that. This is fake. I'm faking it somehow. Okay. Okay, I'm faking it.
I'm faking it and having a blast.
Yeah.
And you're not faking it, and
I
you're
know.
bored.
And just said you're just laughing at them, thinking, God, you people can't be that stupid, can you?
Yeah, they're flat earthers. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what it is. Gotta say, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I say, it won't be long, and they'll get this fixed up.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When they pull VR for real in
LOL.
this, that will be a great day.
Yes, yes. But you know what? It'll be I'll be dead by then.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. No
Well,
way.
I don't think I'm going to live to 70. I'm sorry. 72, not going to happen.
Oh, come on.
They're so. I mean, we're probably 10 years away from them finishing this game.
2025.
Yeah, I used to believe 5 more years, and I no longer believe that. I think it's going to be longer than 5 years.
Yeah, it may be, because they're still introducing features.
They still don't have the most basic stuff in the game yet, and their rate of progress is very, very slow. Now,
Yeah, but all you got to do is look around and see what they are doing.
Yeah, they
the
are
game
making
looks
progress.
amazing.
Yeah, yes, it does. The trouble is they're just not putting nothing in it. It's all superficial. It looks, it's gorgeous. Make no mistake about it. But they just don't. Like I say, I just don't see it happening anytime soon. I know what they, well, they keep telling us that, wasn't Squadron 42 supposed to be done this summer? Or in beta.
Oh, yeah.
Or in beta. Now they already admitted it ain't happening. It ain't happening. It won't be out next year.
Yeah.
I mean, every year he says it's going to be released. He's been saying this now since, when did he answer the call? 2016? Squadrons 42 is almost
There is too
done.
much weather hiding all the nice view.
Oh yeah,
become
I agree.
become a
The
much bigger-
fog, the
much bigger
dirt,
deal.
the rain, the snow. Half the places you go, you can't see 1 foot in front of you. It just really is aggravating. It's so pretty, but they cover it up with dirt.
Oh yeah. I jumped out of. Let's see. I rode on the space station on whatever it is, Tressler.
Uh-huh.
I called up what is it, Dragonfly,
Uh-huh.
and I got on it and I flew off the platform and I started toward the planet.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden it kicked into falling and I had no control and I fell all the way to the planet surface and I didn't die. It just bounced a little. And so I was in the woods and I was trying to get through and it was at night. So I had to turn the lights on. And so here it is, the lights in front of me and I'm trying to drive this thing to get to New Babbage.
Yeah.
And it took me forever because I kept running into trees and I had to back up and go around and then whenever it did finally get daylight, the snow was falling. I was in the middle of a snowstorm,
Couldn't see 'em.
and it made it even more difficult to see.
Yeah.
And I never did get to New Babbage. I had to log out and try a different way.
Like I say, it's just they just cover everything up with dirt and snow and rain, and I just
Oh, I know.
just sad. I don't know why they think that's appealing to people, but obviously Chris likes it, or they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's
it
that
does
simple.
sort of add some kind of atmosphere, but
Well, there's a difference
And-
between adding atmosphere and making it so bad you can't see through
you
it.
know,
Yeah, exactly. And
yeah.
if you have a storm, you can have a storm for an hour or two, but not every time you go down.
That's right. Every
Yep.
time. It's
Sometimes I'm
ridiculous.
mining a rock, and how close do you have to be to a rock? It disappears in the sand. It's, okay, come on.
I know.
Yep.
That's happened so
Yeah.
many times. It just disappears. Well, I know it's here somewhere, but you can't find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It just everything's to the extreme, and that doesn't make sense.
You'd
Why-
think in the future, 900 years in the future, they'd have some kind of a ultraviolet or infrared or
Oh.
some kind of
Well,
a
you know
mapping
what? To
so
find
that you're
out,
looking at the rock in a 3D thing while you're mining it rather than switch to
in VR,
infrared
you
or
know one of the
something.
most aggravating things? Crossing this solar system and the sun right in your eyes. The glare
know.
in the bright
Oh,
is so
man.
bright it hurts. It gives you a headache.
Why? Because whenever you do that, they used to, when they first introduced this quantum travel stuff, you could roll your ship so that the sun was
Right,
down
right.
below your controls and you
that
could
would
travel
fix
there.
it. But they want to
Now,
force you to look
They
at this.
roll your ship so the sun's in your
Yeah,
eyes
they
and then they let
purposely-
you travel.
Yes,
I
they
don't get
purposely.
that.
I don't get
There
it.
is no up in space.
No.
Why rotate your ship?
But
Why do
that's
that?
what they do. They
They're rotating the ship so that when you come out of quantum, you're supposed to be lined up to the space station or whatever you're going to. Although that's not working. That's
No, yeah, it doesn't seem to work very well. I even pass up a space station a couple of times where quantum travel will put me on the other side of the space station, and I got to travel for 60,000 60,000 kilometers to get to it. You know, come on.
I'm telling you, they do things that I just don't understand. Why? It seems like they go out of their way so you can't see, for whatever reason. They want to blind you. You know what I mean? And I don't see why that's part of any kind of gameplay. I mean, if you're going to make the sun so bright, give us some sunglasses. This is the 29th
I
century,
know.
for God's sakes.
You have
We
to-
don't own
You have to
sunglasses.
be if you want sunglasses, you got to be a subscriber.
Is
to
that-
help them
and
to-
they
don't
they
work.
They don't
make
work.
videos.
They're just cosmetic. They're just
So-
cosmetic. I guarantee you they don't
So
work.
Jared has.
No, they
so
don't.
Jared has
I'm a
to do-
subscriber.
Don't
A
work. Do they?
concierge.
Yep, doesn't work, do they? No.
No.
Just unbelievable.
It doesn't color the world. Or some
No.
different
Matter of
color
fact,
or
I didn't know I
shade?
was wearing it. Was my buddy Pitch Black, who looked at me and says, "You realize you're wearing your glasses under your helmet?" And I said, "Nope."
Can't tell. Can't tell by me. I wish they were working.
Wow.
I say, it's,
Okay.
like I say, they have some really funny design stuff that I just don't understand where they come off with. That's a good idea. You know.
Well, I heard
Yeah.
a rumor it's because they don't like everything they do is all close up. They have very fine detail, but soon as it gets far away, the rendering sucks. So what they're doing is putting fog and stuff. They don't see things popping.
Well, so you don't see it. Okay.
You know what? I
Yeah.
considered that myself. You come up to say a base on the ground somewhere. It doesn't make any difference. You have to get right up on top of it for the buildings even pop up, because the load ranges are so low. The range, and
Yeah.
and they're probably so low because their optimization sucks so bad. They're trying to force frame rate by not letting you see anything. But
Yeah,
covering
till
it
you
up,
get right up
but
there, yeah.
covering it up with fog is not solving any problems. It just makes it look like shit.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
You
a
know?
couple of planets. Moons. One of the moons of Hurston, I think, is like Venus. It's orangish yellow, kind of pukey yellow, and you can't see until
Oh,
you're right
yeah.
up on something.
Yes, I know what's not Magna. What's the other one out there? Ida or something? I think it's called.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
one
it's
of those,
around.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny yellow color. And when you get down to the ground, it's not yellow at all. So I guess it's atmospheric effects. You know.
I stay mainly on Daymar. That's where I get all my mining.
I mine Daymar when I go mining. I've tried other places, but anything New Babbage, Microtech, it's not worth going out there and fighting the goddamn wind. They got blowing so hard out there, and the snow you
I
can't
haven't seen
see.
the wind yet.
You haven't seen it yet. No, I have.
I got out of my, what was I in? I was in a Cutlass, and I was in the hangar at New Babbage, and I got out, walked away, and the wind blew my Cutlass across the hangar.
Yes, that happens in Lorville all the time now.
Really? I've been hearing stories. I haven't seen any of it
Oh
yet.
yeah, I was in my I have a Cutlass Red, and I landed it in Lorville, and I got out. It was no problem. I got out, and the wind blew, and all of a sudden it smacked into the side of the hangar. I'm thinking, what the hell? Now I'm standing here. I just got out of the ship. It didn't blow me, but it blew the Cutlass clean up against the hangar wall.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's a weird effect.
Oh, yeah.
Boy. That's
Now
some
small ships get in and out okay. Like my Avenger, I can get in and out of the hangar so fast that it doesn't even affect them. But anything like my Connie, when I take it off, I got to be real careful because it's going to grab it because it's so slow taking off. It's going to grab it before I can get out of the hangar. So I have to be ready to counter it.
Really?
Yeah, it just, like I say, if you're in a small, fast ship, that thrusters that really moves up and down fast, you don't have any problem. But as soon as you got a slow, creepy ship, oh yeah, it's going to slam it right into the side.
I haven't gotten out of, I've been playing maybe 3 hours on this new patch.
Uh-huh.
And 2.5 of those 3 hours, I haven't been able to get to my ship because I glitch out.
Yes.
I wake up in my bed, I hit the door opens, boom, frozen.
Right.
Wake up in my bed, get out, make it to the set of stairs, frozen. Yeah. Holy jumping. So I haven't played much. I've flown to Port Olisar so I can fix my VR, and that's all I've done so far.
Yeah, right now, Port Olisar is the safest place to be. They got rid of the pad rammers, thank God, with prison.
Oh yeah, that'll discourage people. Here's some gameplay.
They actually pissed off the pad rammers because they throw them in jail now as soon as they do it. So that actually makes Olisar the best place to work out of now because it has a little bit better frame rates.
Do we know if the prison is actually showing up on the map?
Yes, it does.
So I can go hang out of that prison and shoot people?
Yes.
Because the pad rammers are getting frickin' vengeance right now.
Yes, they are. Yes, you can actually, but if you get too close, they give you a crime stat for trespassing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, that's the truth. They'll give you a crime stat if you get too close. But yeah, you can shoot. Some people go out there just to shoot the escapees.
But that's what I want to do.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
that's what people do.
Take
they
a
go
body,
out, and they believe it or not, they pay you to shoot them too. Because when they escape, you get a bounty on them. Then you just shoot them. I think they belong.
All you got to do is scan them. Yeah, all you got to do is scan them, and they're a criminal. Yep. So there's an automatic bounty, right?
Automatic bounty.
If you can scan them and then you shoot them.
Because you can escape prison, and it only takes you about 20 minutes to get out, if that's why you want
to.
And
then they got to start all over again.
Yeah, and then they got to start all over again. And you don't get a bounty, but you do get paid.
Screw you, pad rammers.
I got to say, so people aren't pad ramming anymore.
Yeah, I did. Whenever I first got the Carrack, when they first introduced, brought it out and made it flyable, the first thing I do when I got called up my Carrack is I ran to it, started it up, charge up the shields.
So you can get the hell out of there because
so that when they ram me, it wouldn't destroy me because it's got a really good shield generator.
Yeah,
I seen a pad rammer that was a Carrack.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yes, I've seen people take hammerheads. They use hammerheads. They use Carracks, but now they don't use nothing because they don't want to go to prison. All of a sudden, and then they're bitching about it on Spectrum. That's what gets me. They're complaining about it. You know what? You're being a griefer. There's no other explanation for being a pad rammer. And now you're complaining because you have to go to jail.
I thought they said they were going to freaking cancel them, tell them they weren't even allowed to play.
Well,
pad rammers.
they just, Chris Roberts says a lot of things that turn out
Yeah.
not to be true.
Should be shutting them down for a day. Pad
Yes.
ram it, boom, that's it. Your game shuts down.
That's
I'll
right.
try tomorrow.
Yep, that's exactly what they ought to do, but they didn't. But this
Well,
is
I don't
almost
know.
this
Prison
is
is
almost
good.
this
Prison
is
is
good.
good.
But I'm sure they're going to find some way to get out of it sooner or later. Somebody's going to find an exploit. You know how they
Yeah,
are.
they'll just find something else to do. That's exactly it.
Yeah, somebody will find a different exploit because they
So we got to
obviously
do
enjoy
stay
it.
away from the prison, and they'll just have their own little area to play games in.
That's the way I look at it. Like I say, it's
From hacks.
yeah.
Grim Hex is going to be. They're talking about making it all the full size, the
Yeah.
large.
All the
Yeah.
large
hangers.
pads are going in and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
Bring in more
that'll be
shops, more
cool.
everything.
That'll
Yeah.
be good.
So we'll see.
They'll almost be legit.
Yeah, almost. Guys,
It
I
used
gotta
to
run.
be really bad, like 2.7 or whatever it was. It was really bad. It was a terrible place to go. And then it got to be where now there's an armistice zone. It used to be you were in danger from the time you got close to the place
Right,
till
that's
the
the way it
time you
was.
got
Grim Hex,
inside.
Grim Hex was a criminal station. Why would there be an armistice zone?
Yeah.
Now there is, but there
Yeah.
shouldn't be. Guys,
Yeah,
I got to
see?
run here. I got to put some dinner on so everybody can eat.
Hey, thanks
All right.
again for the help, guys.
No problem.
Hey, no
Glad to
problem.
help. Like I say, and any more questions, just don't hesitate to ask ever.
Good.
And you can come in, pop in with us anytime you want to. You don't, I don't.
Yep.
We're
Good.
somebody's
Go check
usually
out-
here.
Go check out my videos. They're no more than 2 or 3 minutes long, and it's just excerpts of me and my buddy being stupid.
Well, that's the funnest part, though.
That's it. That's it.
That's
That's
the
about half
fun
the
part.
YouTubers on
Yeah.
on YouTube.
It's all about that's what we do this fun. We do it for fun. I don't do it
That's
for
right.
money. I do it for
Yeah.
fun, and people don't have my sense of humor. Sorry about that.
Exactly.
Okay, guys.
Okay, I'll let you guys go. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Jared.
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay, ciao.
Okay, Tris. We'll be back on here in a little bit. I'm gonna
All
go
right.
throw some.
It's a good
food
thing
on.
you're leaving. I think that NPC is looking at your ass.
Yeah, I'm telling you what. I will slap him silly. I will slap that bastard silly. Don't be looking.
Oh, he is looking. He's taking a selfie with you.
I'm telling you what, I
Yeah,
have to keep.
yeah,
I have
he
to
is.
keep an eye on Sway all the time. He's always trying to walk behind me. Hey, that's my view.
Yeah, really, man. Get in third person and you see all you see is the guy's head behind you staring at you.
Yeah, that's my view. Don't be looking at that. Okay, I'll be
All right,
back. I'll be
talk to you
back in a
later.
bit. All righty, bud.
Bye.
Whoops, better turn this off.